Hello and welcome to Opposites React. Welcome to the new studio.
Yay!
We kicked my daughter out of her art room and made ourselves a studio because I got sick of setting this up every single time.
Yes.
So the sound might not be great. We haven't gotten all the sound dampening stuff up yet. So don't come for us about how we might sound like we're in a tin can yet. It's a little echoey in here.
Yes, we're still working on it.
Still working on it. We're working out some of the bugs. But for now, woohoo, we're here.
Yay!
This area will probably be a little bit more festive later on, but this is the first recording session in the new studio.
Yay!
So look at us. We're official.
Uh-huh.
We've got a place now.
Yay us.
All right.
In case you need an introduction, that's Ashley.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Whitney.
Hello. We're
Welcome.
like, you all know us, whatever. we're YouTube famous. Just kidding. Oh my gosh, could you even imagine?
Today we are watching How to Be Me, right?
Yes, by Ren&chinchilla.
Ren&chinchilla.
And this request is brought to you by Jake.
Jake on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Jake! So, let's get into it. I am excited for this one.
I don't feel safe in this bed. There are voices in my head. I've been talking to the dead, and the fear baptized me. My kingdom turned to dust, and I watched all my riches rust. Have I lost the Midas touch, or do sad eyes blind me? Over and over we go, over the hills and the valleys below. Oh, and it follows me home, and it suffocates me. I can't breathe. I said, oh, I can't breathe. All I know is I forgot how to be me. I don't feel safe in these halls. There are bruises on the walls. There are bodies in the floors, and they breathe so loudly. I wish I could move, get up and walk right out this tomb. Do our saviors die too soon? For my sins surround me. Over and over we go, over the hills and the valleys below. Oh, and it follows me, and it suffocates me. I can't breathe. I said, oh, I can't breathe. All I know gave up the fight. A quick decision late in the night that stayed with me for all of my life. I miss you so.
Go ahead.
I don't want to cry. That was really good.
It was really good. I loved the stops and starts they did together.
Mm-hmm.
I think my favorite part was when she came in with the round.
Mm-hmm.
That was very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And they did such a good job with just that negative space.
Yeah, that's really good. The lyrics were really good too. It's just such a good story. Like the storytelling was really, really good. Combined with the vocals, like that was just a really, really good song all around. I don't know why I'm crying about it. I mean, it's just so good. It's just a very moving song. And like some of the lines were just like so good where he's talking about like, have I lost the Midas touch or do sad eyes blind me? I'm not sure if they went directly into each other like that, but it was just like, it's like saying like, oh, all of this stuff, all of my riches have turned to rust. Have I lost the Midas touch or do sad eyes blind me? It's like, from my perception, all of this stuff seems to be turning to crap.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it just me?
Is it my depression? Yeah.
Is it my depression? Is it my emotions? Like, changing the way I view things and like all that stuff. So it was just kind of like, I don't know why it hit me so hard. It's just like, it's just so good. I don't know what, like, I have no words to like articulate why I feel like that was so moving, but it was. And I know that he did have a friend who took his own life, and he wrote a song about that. So I feel like the very last line just kind of referencing that. But that's, I mean, maybe that's the thing too, is it's like, that whole thing of like, I forgot how to be me, like where you're just like kind of pushing through day after day, or like trying to morph into whatever you think you should be, and then you kind of lose the core of who you are. In motherhood, it's very easy to do when you're just constantly serving everybody else, that you kind of forget like who you are.
Yeah, what my interests are, what my opinions.
What did I used to care about?
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
What did I, you know, like, who was I? But obviously, you know, that's probably not where they're coming from in this situation, but it's, you know.
I do love the blend of both of their tones.
Their voices blend so well together.
And
it's
I don't
so beautiful.
always love, you know, there was two artists that we watched.
It was Phantom of the Opera. You didn't like how Hank and Floor blended.
Yes.
Some people in the comments said that one of the reasons you probably didn't like that is because this was the first time that Hank was kind of using some like, they called it distortion, meaning like he was distorting his singing voice. And so he was basically using a tone that is not his typical tone, and she wasn't really. So she's singing a clean tone and he's distorting his voice, and they were saying that maybe those two tones didn't blend as well as when he's singing cleanly, because they were like, he does blend really well with her, but and this, I can see why she said that. Yeah. But these guys blend so well together. Blend well,
and it was the same with the other one that we watched. I can't remember the title now.
Chalk Outlines.
Yes, Chalk Outlines. That I just love the blend of them and the tones together.
Do you want to know what this, like, Chalk Outlines and these Ren&chinchilla songs, I feel like are great for when you want to have a good wallow. You know what I mean? When you're just kind of like in it. I don't ever have a good wallow per se, but I feel like sometimes, because I don't know, I just don't have time. You know what I mean? But I feel like if you're a person that needs to have a good wallow in your feelings before you can say, okay, I've done it and now I can move on. I feel like these are great songs for like, I am just going to let the feelings wash over me and have my wallow and have my feelings before I move on. I feel like these are great songs to let you get really into it. You know?
I do feel like if we have another Ren&chinchilla, I need to watch with my eyes closed because they sound so incredible. And their lyrics are so great. Everything about it is so great.
I know what you're about to say.
I find her nails so distracting.
Did you read the comments on the last video?
A couple of them, but I can't remember now. That was
so
so long ago.
basically the thing with the nails and like her get up, essentially she's got terrible stage fright.
Which I totally get her persona.
It's for something, I guess the nails are like her battle armor, where like she psychologically like uses them to be able to perform. Like she can't.
Which I think is so cool. I think it's so cool.
Yes, the way that she moves them, and she gets very close
to his face.
And it's like, you know those like short format content of various platforms where the people fill up their coffee cup really, really high and then talk like this, and you spend the whole time being like, ah!
Yes.
I think it has a little bit of that effect where you're like, oh my gosh, if we know that she's not going to poke him.
Yeah, because they wouldn't
put it in a video.
Yes, you know it's not going to happen. But I just, I think the reason why I didn't have as much emotions even from the lyrics, because I'm listening to the lyrics, but the whole time I'm like,
I felt myself going there, but I was like, no, Ashley, we don't care about her nails. No, let's pay attention.
Well, no, and I was trying so hard, like, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. Because there's so much that I was appreciating. Yeah. It is just for me and my mindset today, like whatever.
It pulled you out. It pulled you out of the trance.
Yes, that I was like, we're gonna kebab, like something. But because I totally can understand, like, hey, I'm putting on this costume. I'm putting on my armor. Like, this is my uniform to go out and do this, which I think is so awesome to set her up for success. The nails, everything else I think is great. The length and sharpness, I just find distracting because then I look at
definitely armor. Yes. They are definitely weapons.
Because then I start like, my mind, and I don't know if everybody else does this or if it's just me, because then I see that and I'm like, I wonder how much dirt she gets underneath those. I wonder how often she has to clean them.
It's an easily distractible family here.
Or then I'm like, does she put them on just to perform? Because, or does she take them off? Does she live like
Are they press-ons? Are they acrylics? How permanent is the install? How dirty do they get? She probably got them done right before the video because those look really clean.
Yes!
And your whole...
And so I'm like... But meanwhile, I'm also hearing, how amazing all the rest of the music
problem is that the brain, particularly the brains of easily distracted people like us, it can focus on all of these different things, but also in the background it's going, yeah, but what about this? But what about this? But what about this? And you're like, I see, shut up. I see.
I'm trying to appreciate how incredible this performance is because it was so incredible.
Quiet you, I'm trying to focus. But then it won't stop.
It won't stop. And it won't keep going down.
I get jealous of the people that have no inner monologue.
Oh my gosh.
What would that be like?
I don't think that's a thing. I think because...
You think they're lying?
No, I think
scientifically, they did a big research study and apparently only 40% of the world has the inner monologue.
So everybody else just says...
Basically, it's
they say the inside thing outside?
No, there's no voice in there. It's just quiet time. Pay no attention to my disgusting nails, by the way. There's no voice in there. It's quiet time. Speaking of nails, I need to do mine. Yes, it's just...
I don't get it. So
how do you get anything done? Who reminds you, if not for the inner monologue in your head, oh, I need to go do that? What happens?
How do you process your own thoughts and...
Apparently their own thoughts. I don't know what happens.
Do they just,
for people that don't have an inside voice,
as fully formed...
I'm doing now. So if it's 50-50, then there's got to be some of you who have no inside voice that sits there and goes all the time. And don't call us crazy. Apparently 50% of the world does, right? Approximately 40% of us, something like that, do have the chitty chatty voice going to tell us what to do and distract us when we think nails are too long. So for those of you who don't have the voice that talks and just narrates your whole day and gives you like, oh, we got to do that. How then do you go from tra-la-la, I'm driving down the road, to, oh, I forgot to go do this. I need to remember to do that later. Like, what does that sound like to you? If not for, I don't know, for me, it's kind of my own voice in my head.
Yes,
it's my own voice in my head being like, you forgot this, go do that.
I feel like everybody has it. They're just not saying it in the same words. They're just like, no, there's no other voice. There's no voice in my head. It's just me, like, remembering stuff. Does that make sense?
It's not like it's Liam Neeson in my mind.
Yeah,
being
like, I feel like
you forgot to go.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Like, if it's Jack Black, like, showing up in your mind, being like, ow! It's time to cook dinner!
But I think I honestly think everybody has it. It's just, they don't verbalize it the same way. And so they're like, well, 50% don't.
We've gone off on a side quest.
We have gone off on a side quest.
But
I do love, even though I do get distracted only by her nails, everything else, I find...
She is such a good singer.
She
Her
is such a good
tone
singer.
is so rich.
I love their interactions together.
Yes.
In both Chalk Outlines and this, I like that they perform so close
They're
together.
very intimate in their interactions.
Yes. It's like, I mean, could you imagine me singing at you?
I would feel uncomfortable.
This. But it is so...
And in my mind, I'd be like, do I have spaghetti breath?
But they do such a good job. There was a fuzz right here.
Every single video, you make it seem like my house is some filthy, disgusting place. My house is clean, by the way.
It is. I probably bring it in with me. And
every video, she's like, there's a fuzz. I think you're actually having visual hallucinations because I don't see any fuzz.
I probably am. You're probably 100% right.
I'm like, are you kidding me? This is now the third video I can remember.
I'm sorry. I'm going actually insane. Like, for real. It's really happening. But they do such a good job at interacting with each other and being so close.
Yeah.
And feeding off of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I really love and appreciate that.
And they create such an intimacy within themselves that then it kind of like pulls you into.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, because they're willing to get so like close with each other, it's almost like yes,
so
and
you
get drawn into it.
And I don't think you would get the same feeling or experience if they were physically separated anymore.
Maybe, yeah. And I mean, with this video too, I was just so much more captivated by her.
Oh, absolutely.
And it was probably maybe because Ren's guitar like was putting up a block from drawing you in so much because he wasn't moving in the same way that she was, but she was just mesmerizing.
She really was. She really was. I agree with that 100%.
I was like a moth to a flame with her. I was like, oh, Ren, you're fabulous. Which, like, normally it's like, oh my gosh, Ren, what a genius. You know what I mean? But on this one, it was just like, great job, Ren. Good. Whoa.
Visually, she
is very just compelling.
Yes. Yeah. She drew you in.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Well, listen, we could banter about this for 100 years, as you know, many side quests and many other things, yes. But clearly I was moved to tears and
it was great.
Need I say more?
All right. Thanks, Jake. Like and subscribe, guys.
Bye.